Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the Interbubs. This is ReNDoG coming at you from the Molehole Castle in yet another episode of Molehole Maintenance. In the previous episode, we were adding some glowstone around the Molehole Castle to pimp this palace up. And in this episode, my friends, we are heading up to the Dogolith to prepare that bad boy for season number 4. And we are also going to be heading into Mole City to do a little bit of landscaping in preparation for the structures that we are going to be building in the next season. So sit back and relax, my cyber diggity dogs. I hope you got a tasty ass beverage as well as a crunchy ass snack. Let's maintain the freaking molehole! Oh man, guys, you know, I kind of had second thoughts about making a molehole maintenance episode today. I've just finished making and uploading the Feed the Beast episode for today, and I thought to myself, you know what, maybe that's enough Minecraft for one day. But you know what, guys, I've been playing Minecraft since like 10 o'clock this morning, and I just cannot get enough of it, and I want to play more. And I'm gonna make a molehole maintenance episode, and I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride, and you know, that's it. No more questions shall be asked about that matter. I'm playing Minecraft. I'm in a massive Minecraft mood at the moment. Just got back from holiday. I haven't played Minecraft for ages, and I'm going to play Minecraft until my freaking eyes bleed. Now, speaking about bleeding, in the previous episode, we managed to do a ton of work getting the molehole pimped out with a whole bunch of glowstone, and I think it's starting to look pretty awesome around here. However, there was a comment by one of you cyberdogs in the previous molehole maintenance episode, a comment by a Dogcraft VIP called Troy, and what he said was that because the Molehole Castle is in fact a medieval style castle, maybe we shouldn't get too like glowstone cray around here, you know. Maybe we should try and maintain a few torches around here, because at the end of the day, torches are quite medieval-esque, and the Molehole Castle does look pretty sweet with a whole bunch of torches around here. So you know what, Troy? I think that is a brilliant suggestion. I'm going to take that on board, and I've sort of held back now on. I was going to put more glowstone around here, but I think we've got enough glowstone up in the molehole right now. Oh, and I actually pimped out my room also with some glowstone, so let's go check it out. And then we're going to head over to the Dogolith to add the Season 4 story. And while we're doing all of this, guys, I want to talk a little bit more about Season 4 and about my plans for Season 4. And as you guys can see, I've added like a nice little like light feature over here. I'm not sure if I really like this chandelier design. I think it's a little bit big for my taste. And I've also done a little bit of experimenting with some fencage and glowstone over here. Not totally sold on the roof of my room over here, but it's looking okay. Still doing a little bit of experimenting with the glowstone. I'm kind of like a glowstone noob, I guess. I haven't really worked that much with glowstone before, and you know, I'm kind of keen to get my teeth into using glowstone more effectively, I think, and what better way to do that than experiment within the molehole. But before we place any more freaking glowstone up in here, guys, we need to get another story onto the Dogolith. Damn, son, this Dogolith is getting freaking tall. One of the questions that I get asked very frequently by you cyberdogs is, ReNDoG, what are you going to do when the Dogolith reaches the top of Minecraft? Which I think is still quite a long way to go. But you know what? Eventually, after enough seasons, after like season 50, I guess, the Dogolith will eventually hit the top of Minecraft. And then that is actually a valid question. What in the jazz do we do then? And my answer to cyberdogs who ask me that question is we'll go down. We'll go downwards toward the bottom of Minecraft. Or I guess we could go sideways. We could make like branches or something. Wow, if that actually happens, I'm a come back to this molehole maintenance episode like in, I don't know, 10 years in the future and just be like, cyber diggity dogs, what in the jazz? We actually got the Dogolith up to the top of Minecraft. I mean, you know, that's absolutely cray. And that actually seems like a pretty decent goal for me as a YouTuber. Get the Dogolith up to the top of Minecraft. That is now my new personal goal. Whether that's possible or not remains to be seen. But I'm gonna give it a good freaking go, man. Alright, so I've sort of created the second, or the fourth story, sorry, of the Dogolith over here. Let's have a look. How many rows do we actually need to add to a floor of the Dogolith? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so season 3 was 8 rows. Let's just check if that is symmetrical. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, season 2 is 7 rows. Season 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it looks like with each season we increase the height of a Dogolith story by 1 block. I don't think that was intentional. I think that was probably just a mistake. But you know what? I think that's going to be kind of cool. Like when the Dogolith is much higher, when you look up, it'll look like it's getting incrementally bigger as you go all the way up. That actually might be a pretty cool effect. So I think we'll just stick to that plan. We will make the height of the season number fell Dogolith story 9 blocks high, and that'll raise the story by 1 block, and that means we get another what? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, another 32? No, hang on, doing maths over here. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 25, 28, 32. I was right. I was right. Another 32 cyber dogs onto the Dogolith. So that's pretty awesome, I guess, for season 4. We'll add more, the more cyber dogs we add to the Dogolith, the better, man. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, I messed that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, baby. There we go. So that is how high the Dogolith is going to be for season number fell. Man, that is awesome. Is the Dogolith... Okay, it's almost... I was about to say, is the Dogolith now the highest structure in ReNtopia? But it's literally about the same height as the giant lava ball on top of the life tree over there. It's almost the highest structure. In season 5, it'll definitely be the highest structure in ReNtopia. That's pretty sweet, man, to think about. Oh man, this is awesome. So anyway, guys, let's have a little bit of a chat about season 4. A ton of you guys have been asking me on dogcraft.net, what are your freaking plans for season 4, my friends? And the more that I've thought about it, the more that I kind of want season 4 to be an incredibly productive season from a crafting perspective. We haven't really yet dedicated a season to, crafting in particular. Usually what we do in this Minecraft series is, we do some crafting, then we do some adventuring, then we do some crafting, then we do some messing around, and so on and so forth. And slowly but surely, we managed to build up our Minecraft world. Of course, season 1 was the construction of the Molehole castle, basically. That was the huge crafting project that we achieved there. Season 2, of course, was the production of the Nether Portal Temple, which you see down there. And season 3, of course, was the production of the Cyberdog Monument, which you see over there. And in between all of that jazz, we built up Mole City, we built up the Griswold family apartments, various other random little projects like Big Mac's pen and Mama Dog's greenhouse, and so on and so forth. So each season sort of has like a primary goal or a giant ass structure that we build, like a really big build, right? And I haven't quite figured out exactly what I want that big build for season 4 to be yet. One idea I have, and one idea that I've been thinking about for quite a long time, and this is an idea, in fact, inspired by my Terraria series, which I did like a long time ago, for those of you guys who have been with me since then. Wow, I can't believe you're still with me, man. That is crazy. That's like 2 years ago. But back in those days, I played Terraria, and I had an awesome ass world where I built a PvP Colosseum. And it was basically that's exactly what the name implies. It was a PvP arena, and it was a coliseum, and it was huge. It had little armory rooms. It had rooms to like where you could go and chill just before your battles. It had like rooms for armor and rooms for weapons and everything. It was so freaking sweet, man. And we actually did have a few big PvP battles in there, which was pretty awesome. Now, that is something that I've wanted to build in my Minecraft world for quite a long time now. And the only question is where? Like, where in the jazz would we build a structure like that? Now, this Colosseum is going to be massive. I mean, we're not talking about like a tiny little Colosseum. I mean, I want to build a Colosseum that is going to match the Colosseums of Rome. I want to build like a really sweet ass Colosseum. Every city should have some sort of a Colosseum structure, or every medieval city, I guess, in that case. And I don't think there is enough space in Mole City for such a thing. And what I have been thinking about doing is perhaps extending the boundaries of Mole City across the railway line into this area over here. So the area next to the farmlands, essentially. And that would give us more than enough space for a Colosseum. We could build a Colosseum all in this area over here, like a giant ass Colosseum over there. I think that would be pretty awesome for the big build project for season number 4. But, you know, I'm open to suggestions. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what we're going to be building. Unfortunately, Minecraft 1.8 doesn't bring anything particularly amazing like a nether portal or something like that where we can dedicate an entire build to it, or an enchanting table or anything like that. So we're going to have to use our imagination and try and build something really massive that fits the world that we are creating quite nicely. And I think a Colosseum does that job pretty freaking well, man. Oh, and of course, let's not forget, in Season 3, another giant-ass project we had was Silkworm Gang Island, which in itself was an entire freaking, like, town or city that we built, right? So we could think, you know, if we could figure out like a pretty sweet idea for that, then I would, you know, that's probably something that I would like to do. Another idea that I've been playing around with is an underwater structure. In Season 3, we messed around with crafting underwater a little bit by making the underwater tunnel that links Rentopia to Silkworm Gang Island. But I'm talking about making a proper like base or a castle underwater using glass. That would be pretty awesome and a pretty ridiculously like a very difficult project to pull off, in fact. Although our life has become a little bit easier because we have that aqua enchant on one of our helmets. That'll actually help us quite a lot to breathe underwater and do a little bit better with crafting underwater. So that is that's an interesting idea that I've been thinking about, actually, and we might actually end up doing that also, just as like a side project, I guess. But you know, I'm totally up for ideas, guys, and I've been keeping my eyeballs open on all of the comment sections of my videos, reading everything that you guys have been saying, all of the amazing suggestions you've been making about Season 4. A ton of you guys are like really excited about Season 4, which is really awesome. It makes me really happy when I read like cyberdogs who make like huge ass posts on dogcraft.net about their ideas for Season 4, and you guys send me emails that must take you like a freaking hour to write. Man, you guys are so awesome, man. You make me feel so freaking sweet. But I've just been getting so many awesome ideas for Season 4, and in fact most of the ideas I've got from cyberdogs in the comment sections and from emails and tweets and Facebook posts and all that sweet jazz. But before I get into any of that, guys, I want to talk about the next part of today's maintenance episode, and what I want to do, and this is something that I've been delaying for some time because damn, it is some boring ass jazz, man. But we need to fill in this entire section over here with dirt. We need to get this flattened out so that we can build the tavern over here. This little area over here is going to be built, is going to be a tavern basically, and this is the Nether district, right? This is like the poor evil part of Mole City. So we need to get this filled in, and we need to basically get it flattened out so that we can make a nice little cavern over here. And I've slowly but surely been collecting this dark wood over here and a whole bunch of netherrack also, just in case we need it to make nether bricks to make the buildings of the Nether district in Mole City. But before we do that, guys, you know what? My curiosity is kicking in. I just want to quickly come and have a check at the area that I discussed earlier about where we could build a Colosseum. Let's head over to this balcony over here. We get a nice good view of the area over here. So what I'm thinking, right, is we could build a bridge from let's just hop up here so we can get a better view. We could build a bridge from, what the jazz? There's dirt over here. Man, I didn't even notice that. Right, so we could, this is one of the roads of Mole City over here, right? We could build like a little bridge over the railway lines into this area, and that would basically open up another district of Mole City, and this could be the Colosseum district, I guess. And you can see we have a nice big area here for a Colosseum. We don't have to worry about being, you know, squashed into roads, like into the road structures of Mole City. We can literally make this Colosseum as big as we want, and I think that'd be pretty awesome, and we'll just increase the size of Mole City by quite a lot doing that. We'll in fact open up like an entire new district that is actually much bigger than any of the current Mole City districts. You know, Mole City district is pretty small actually when you think about it. It only has enough space for like a few buildings and a sort of centerpiece, which we've got going. We've got Mama Dog's greenhouse over there and Big Mac's pen over here as the centerpieces. And in Season 4 we'll have the tavern over there in the Nether district, and then in the Lakeside Villa district I don't know what we're going to build there in the center there, but still having a think about that. Now, oh yes, another idea that I've had, guys, and this was also inspired by you cyber diggity dogs, was to make a house for the real Gox. Now, I think that is an absolutely awesome idea. For those of you guys who follow me on Twitter, when I was in South Africa, I tweeted a picture of the real Gox's house, and it is a freaking sweet-ass pimp pad, man. Damn! It is so awesome. And one of you cyberdogs tweeted back, and he said, why don't you make Goxy's house in Minecraft? And I thought that was an absolutely amazing idea. And guys, do you remember at some point I was coming back from an adventure, and I was chilling over here, I think, and I was looking up at the Molehole Castle, and looking up at ReNDoG from this location over here. And I was thinking to myself, maybe we should build something sweet in this location. And you know what? This actually seems like a pretty awesome place to build Goxy's house. And if the Colosseum district is going to be over there, we could make Goxy's house over here, and he could be the mayor of the Colosseum district for shizzle. And, you know, Goxy's house is pretty big, so I need quite a lot of space for it. And this seems like a really, really cool area over here to build Goxy's house. You know, in real life, Goxy's house is in a very natural part of the city. There's a lot of trees. There's like a lake, or not a lake, like a river. And I think there is a small little city lake there at the end of the river, in fact. But he lives in like quite a natural part of the city. So if I was going to build his house, I want to try and build it away from the city, because when they bought their house, when he bought his house with his lady, they decided that they wanted to be in like quite a natural part of the city. So you know, I've got to honor that, man, and I've got to build Goxy a really, really sweet ass natural house away from the city too. So that's a pretty awesome idea that I got from one of you guys. I think that's probably something I definitely want to do in season 4. Actually, is craft Goxy's house. That seems like a really, really awesome project that I can dedicate to my brother from the same freaking mama, and hopefully that it'll be enough to coax him into playing Minecraft with me again. You know, when I was in South Africa, I was like, you know, I was having a zombie brain cocktail with him, and I was like, bro, the cyberdogs miss you so much, man. And more importantly, I miss your ass so much. You know, we used to play Minecraft together like 3-4 times a week. We used to hang out. It used to be so sweet. We used to make videos, and the cyberdogs absolutely loved it. It was so sweet. We played Take It together. And if you guys haven't watched that series, I'll stick a link in the description box of this video. Go check it out, man. My brother and I had so much freaking fun playing Take It. It was awesome. And I said to Goxy, come on, bro. You know, it is time. It has been like a year and a half or even more since you played Minecraft with me. Dust off your freaking Minecraft and let's get jamming. And Goxy was like, you know what, actually, that sounds pretty good. And he kind of mentioned, and don't take my word for it, but he did say that he's been looking at getting back into playing Minecraft with me and making videos with me within the next 2 months. Now, in Goxy language, because I know him very well, that usually ends up, 2 months usually ends up being more like, I don't know, 6 months or so. But I am confident that we will manage to get the Goxy back into Minecraft this year. And the question, of course, is whether we play Minecraft vanilla with the Goxy. I mean, do we bring the Goxy into ReNDoG, for example? Or do we start playing Take It again? But you know what? I mean, after playing Feed the Beast, like, I don't see why we would choose to play Take It over Feed the Beast, right? I mean, Feed the Beast is just a better Take It, in my opinion. So, if Goxy did want to play Take It again, I would suggest that we play Feed the Beast. Maybe we bring him into our Feed the Beast world, introduce him to the Ren Star, and you know, maybe he can help us do some crafting over there. Or maybe we just start playing a completely different mod pack together. Who knows, man? The possibilities are freaking endless. But all I can say is I'm, you know, super excited about that. Super excited and also super distracted. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens when Goxy gets back, and well, hopefully he'll get back this year, and hopefully we can play some Minecraft with him. But Goxy's house, that is a definite yes, I think, for season number 4. Colosseum, I think, for the major project of season 4, I think that sounds like a pretty sweet ass idea, man. I think that's great. I think that's really great. And who knows, maybe one day we will open up ReNDoG to the public, and maybe we can have some PvP battles in the Colosseum. Something like that, man. That could be pretty sweet. But a couple of the other ideas that I've been thinking about that I wanted to share with you guys, and maybe if you guys, you know, have any other ideas that are inspired by these ideas, then let me know in the comment section below. I'm reading your comments all the time, guys, trying to get some sweet ass inspiration for season number 4. You know, at the moment, I think I'm pretty happy with what I want to do in season 4. But I mean, I'm always happy to take some new ideas also. And who knows, some of the best ideas that have ever come in this series of Let's Play Minecraft have come from you guys. So keep those ideas coming, man. But one of the very first projects that I actually want to undertake in season 4 is the production or the crafting of a bank. Now, I had a really, really awesome idea from one of you cyberdogs. You suggested making the bank like the bank from Harry Potter. What is that bank called again? Oh man, I can't remember off the top of my head now. But you know, the bank that goes underground with all of the railway lines and stuff. How freaking sweet would that be, man? To have a bank like that. That would be absolutely epic. Gringotts, I think it's called. I think that's what the bank is called. And I actually really like that idea. Now, the problem with like making a bank exactly like Gringotts is that it's going to be a whole bunch of different caverns underneath the bank, like vaults, I guess is what they'll be called. And then each vault will need like a railway line to take you to that specific vault. But the problem with that is that it makes it incredibly difficult just to get your paws on like everyday items, right? Just say you want like a whole bunch of dirt like we're using now, or say you want like some wood or some weapons or whatever. To have to take like a minecart into the depths of the bank every single time you want something, it's just going to be a pain in the butthole. So what I thought we could do is create like a sort of an overground bank, right? So just your like run-of-the-mill everyday bank, which would be like an above-ground building, and we'll make it look like a bank. We'll make it look really, really nice, really, really smart, really, really safe. Like we'll have like we'll have like vault doors that require combinations to open them, and all of that sort of sweet jazz for a bank. But underneath the bank, via a secret entrance, will be a minecart that will take us deep into the butthole of Minecraft to a hidden vault. And in that vault will be our diamonds, our emeralds, our like secret rare loots that we find all over the Minecraft world. And the only way that you can actually access that vault is by taking this minecart. Well, firstly, you have to know where the secret entrance is in the Mole City Bank. And then when you open the secret entrance, you have to take a minecart all the way down to the vault. And when you get to the vault, you have to know the combination, or we'll have some sort of safety mechanism there that only you have to know like a certain, code or a certain redstone sequence or something like that to get your butthole into your vault. And maybe we can even put like a dragon or something down there. And by dragon, I mean, a golem or something along those lines to protect our loots down there. And I actually think that's a really, really cool idea. I really love that idea actually for a bank. So let me know what you think about that, man. What do you guys think about that idea? I think that would be a pretty sweet ass idea for a bank design, rather than just making like a room with a whole bunch of like chests in it. Let's get a bit creative around here, man. Let's make like a really serious epic bank of awesomeness, that a bank that has never before been crafted in Minecraft, or maybe it has been crafted in Minecraft, but whatever. So that's a pretty sweet idea, man. I'm pretty happy with that idea. Another idea from one of you cyberdogs that I really, really liked is the idea of a shop, basically. And we've got a little spot right here in the Griswold or in the Molehole, the Mole district over here. We've got a nice little spot over here that we haven't really used yet. And because it's really close to the Molehole, I thought that this, or the Molehole Castle anyway, I thought this would be a perfect location for a shop. Now, what we will have in this shop is a villager who trades for food. And in the shop will be all the food that we can store. So fish, bread, fruit, meat, whatever. Like every single food that you can get, we will keep in this shop. So whenever we want food, we just come to the shop and we pick up our food from there, instead of having it in the Molehole Castle, for example. And I think that's a really, really awesome idea. I especially like the idea of having like a shopkeeper villager, right? And if we could find a villager that trades like a couple of different commodities. So, you can get a villager that trades apples and trades bread and trades, fish. Then that would be pretty awesome, because then she's actually like a shopkeeper, right? He or she is actually like a shopkeeper. So I think that is pretty freaking sweet, man. That is an awesome idea. So definitely going to be doing that. And another sweet idea that one of you guys gave me was a prison. And I think that's a very sweet idea, man. A prison And I don't know who we would keep in the prison, but we could stick some prisoners in there. And another sweet idea I liked was the idea of a catacombs. So what we would do is build like a church, or a church ruin, or something like that in Mole City, and then beneath the church we would have like these catacombs, these creepy like spiderweb infested catacombs with like torture cells and stuff like that. That could be pretty awesome also. So those are kind of the ideas that I've been throwing around in my brain about season 4, guys, and I have a whole bunch of other ideas too, but I'm going to share those with you in the next episode. I'm going to spend the next, 15 minutes or so filling up this little gap over here. We've made a very good start so far in this episode, guys, but we have unfortunately run out of time for this Molehole maintenance episode, and my voice is getting a little bit sore. I've been doing a ton of recording today, so I'm gonna call an end to the video today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This is slowly starting to fill up. The Dogolith is now another story higher. Check it that, man. That is awesome. Check how freaking badass the Dogolith is looking. Oh man, that is sweet. But anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and if you have, you know what to do, man. You smack that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, you hit that subscribe button, and if you got some sweet ass ideas for season 12 for me, hit me up in the comment section below. I'll be keeping my eyeballs open and peeled reading the comments of this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This has been ReNDoG maintaining the Molehole for season number 4. We will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, my friends.